So now first let us go with the types of projects. Okay, then once we will have a clear understanding about the projects, types of projects, then we will discuss about one by one.
Okay, sir.
Types of projects in SAP. Okay, let us have a clear understanding about this one. So how many types of projects are there in SAP? So I would say number one is first one is a greenfield implementation. Greenfield implementation. Then second one is a brownfield
Implementation.
implementation. Sorry. Brownfield implementation. Then sorry. Brownfield implementation. The third one would be a EHP migration. Enhancement pack. EHP stands for enhancement pack. Yes.
Package.
Enhancement package upgrade. Then coming to the next one would be a version upgrade, version migration. Then next one would be a enhancement project. Then the next one would be a rollout projects. Then next one would be a support or support project, or it's a AMS. AMS stands for application maintenance.
Okay, sir.
Application maintenance project means either some people they will say support project, some people they will also call it as a AMS. Okay, these many types are the projects are there in SAP system. Now let us discuss one by one. So what does it mean by the, okay, so do you know, I think you might have heard about support project, rollout, enhancements. Okay, we will see this one by one. Now coming to the first, let us discuss the first project would be a greenfield implementation. Greenfield implementation. So now what does it mean by the greenfield implementation? Any idea?
Yes, sir. From starting, from scratch. Like earlier, the business was using Oracle. Now they want to use ECC or S4HANA.
Exactly.
Yes.
Okay, so the greenfield implementation, the client is using, I would say the straightforward, as you said, it is true. The client is using a other than SAP system, or other than SAP system, straightforward. Okay, like other than SAP system in the sense like they are using, as you said, it's a MS Dynamics, MS Dynamics, yes, Tally. We'll take some examples. Okay, Tally and etc. I'll put it like this. Okay, so now the client is using the other than SAP system. Now they wanted to go for the SAP functionality. They want to adapt to the SAP functionality. So now the client has been decided that they the client has been decided that they want to adapt to the SAP functionalities. Okay, so now everybody is saying that one. What is the reason behind that? The SAP is a why many clients are showing interest. SAP. Okay, because even we have Tally is there, Oracle software is there. Okay, so Microsoft Dynamics is there. So there are n number of softwares are available. But even the why the clients are showing more and more interest on SAP. Any idea why?
Yes, yes, sir. Two or three example I will say. Sir, it is cheaper. First thing. Second thing is, sir, I will say it with less time, it resolves so many queries and so many problems it will handle. Uh, Comparison to other ERP, it is much faster in resolving the queries. Worldwide accepted is also.
Okay. So now first one, it's not absolutely, it's not the correct one. It's not the
Oh,
cheaper one. The
okay,
cost as compared with the other softwares, SAP cost is a high cost. You
okay,
can
sir.
compare. The first thing
Okay.
is that. Then coming to the next one would be, as you said, it is a it is a resolving multi issues. Even other softwares also can resolve. But now here, why you are not saying the exact word here. In SAP, we have the concept called as the integrated mechanism.
Okay, yeah,
The
correct, sir.
integrated mechanism of the multiple departments. I would say the multiple modules. Because
Mm,
now if you can say the Oracle software may be specialist in finance. Okay, but
mm,
which may not support for I mean, sales and distribution, which may not support for material management, which may
mm,
not support for human resource. So that is the reason, because if they want to go with the Oracle Finance, again for it may be finance system, but what
mm,
about other modules, other
mm,
departments? Other departments should use the different software. Again, if the moment when the different software will come into picture, let's say
mm,
the finance. Okay, now finance, let's say as you said, Oracle Finance.
mm,
Oracle Finance I am using.
mm,
Okay, let's say the Oracle Finance. Let's say the material management. Let's say I am using is
mm.
a BAN. Let's say for the sales I am using is a Salesforce. So now, if I am going to use different applications for each and every department, the management cannot coordinate. Even there will not have any coordination, proper coordination between the departments. Let's say I will give a small example here. Now my requirement would be management asking about what how many units of sales which we have done in the month of April. Today is the 2nd of May, but now the
Mm,
management wanted to know April results. Okay, how many units which we have sold. But now again, what they have to do? Again, the sales department, because if they directly they will contact to the sales department. Again,
mm,
sales department to need to contact to the finance department. I mean, the quantities may get from the sales department, but again there is a dependency on the finance department. Okay, the accurate figures, because there might be a open items in finance. Again, there will be
mm,
dependency. Again, the sales department, let's say in Noida there is an office, there is a one more branch office in Mumbai. Again, if they want to get the reports from Mumbai office, again they have to wait for that one. So there are a lot of challenges will be there if each and every department is using a different applications, and also we cannot integrate between all the systems. But now the functionality of SAP, which is having a integrated mechanism between all the departments, whatever it may be, irrespective of the departments, either sales, material, finance, costing, whatever it may be, all the departments I can coordinate, and also the data which it will be stored into the only one central database, that is the SAP software, that is a HANA database. Earlier
mm,
it was in some other database, but now it is in S4 HANA database. So that is what the clients are, I mean the SAP is more and more successful one in the market as compared with the other softwares. You need to, being as a SAP consultant, you should remember this one. Okay.
okay.
Now,
So answer is, sir, so it is interrelated with other module.
exactly.
That's why it is accepted and it is successful. And the second thing, it has own database. HANA has own
Central data,
database.
yes, it
Yes.
has their own database and central storage data, one single storage server which has for all the departments. So the management always does not require to spend to bring coordination between all the departments. Management, instead of bringing coordination in between the departments, they will spend focus on their reporting point of view. Okay, based on the reports only, the management will take a decision. Okay, today if I want to take a decision, if this could be the situation, if the management wanted to know the report of April sales, they are not getting proper report, how management can take a decision, right? So either they want to improve some sales for next month, or they want to improve some manufacturing capacity. So they wanted to take a decision based on the reports only, right? If there is no on time decision, again it will have impact on organization performance. Am I right?
Yeah, yes.
So that is what the SAP is, why SAP has become success, and success means that is the one reason behind that. Okay. Then coming back to the greenfield implementation. Now I'm talking about the greenfield implementation. So the greenfield implementation, how many phases are there? In olden days in the sense, even 2011, 2013 time also, they were following the ASAP methodology for the greenfield implementation. Okay, but now it has, the perception has been changed. Now even what are the current methods which are available in the market, we will discuss about that one. Now let us see the phases in the project phase implementation. I mean project implementation, project phases, implementation project. How many phases are, sorry, how many phases are there? Now in implementation project in general, the first one is, every implementation project, if you go to the first one is a project preparation. I will tell you step by step what is our role, where our role will get started. Project preparation, then blueprint preparation, then blueprint preparation, then
Realization phase.
realization phase, realization phase, then project preparation, blueprint, realization phase, then realization phase, then the next one would be a after realization phase, then it's a okay, ready something. 1 second, let me check. I have an existing document. 1 second. Okay. 1 second, because okay, so now got it. So now final preparation, final preparation or final preparation. The last one would be a, sorry, for here. The last one would be a go live and support. Go live, sorry, go live, go live and support, post go live support. Okay, so now these are the phases in in every project. These phases are quite common wherever you can go. Either you can use the waterfall methodology, agile methodology, whatever it may be, but the way of the project, the in general, if we talk about, these are the phases are available. Now where the consultant role will be involved? Okay, first phase number one, first project preparation. Remember, that is a very, very important one. So now project preparation. So being as a consultant, what is our role? If I would say, there is no role involved in this phase, there is no consultant role, there is no There is no consultant role involved in this phase.
Hmm.
If you ask me, why? What is happening exactly in this phase? Because in this phase, the project in this phase, I would say, in this phase, the management people, the management people from client side and implementation partner side will be involved and will take a decision, will take a decision. What are the what are the modules what are the modules to be implemented, and how many phases, and what would be the hardware and software capacity and cost of the project. Is there any consultant role? By seeing this one, the management people will discuss about what would be the software and how many consultants to be required and how many phases they want to go. Let's say that 2024, they want to go as a initial phase finance, or else initial phase they want to go only for the Indian company course. The second phase they might be going to the some other country. Okay, like this. Okay, in this phase, is there any role consultant? Is there any part? Do you think
No,
any
sir.
role here? Our role?
No, sir.
Nothing,
No,
right?
sir.
Even
No.
nothing. See, if we will be involving also, nothing our role here. Our role will be zero here.
Yeah.
Okay. So now coming to the next one would be a blueprint phase. Very, very important one phase.
Yeah.
Blueprint. Blueprint phase. Now, in this blueprint phase, okay, so now I said just blueprint phase, but being as a finance consultant, what would be the our role? How we need to get the requirements? What kind of documents we have to prepare here? Okay, it's a very, very important word for us now. So now in this blueprint phase, before going to understand the blueprint phase, the project here, I just forgot to tell one thing. Client side organization, okay, client side team structure. Client side, how the team structure will be there in the client side, means to whom we are going to implement. You know, right? Who is the client, who is the implementation partner? You know,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
The
yeah,
difference between,
yeah.
right? Now, I would say
Yeah.
that here is the implementation partner. Okay, so
Sir,
now
one minute,
let us,
1 minute, sir.
yes,
1 minute.
yes.
Implementation partner means us, right? The consultant who is doing implementation. Right?
Exactly. I'm coming to there.
Uh,
I'm coming to
okay.
there. Okay. That is
Okay.
what I just updated here, because we should
Okay.
have clear understanding here. These are
Yeah.
the basic fundamental things. Okay.
Yeah.
So now client side. Let us say we are going to the client is a, let us say the client is a, will take one Adani. Will take one. Okay. Client is a
Adan.
Adani. Adani Group is the client for us. Okay. So now the implementation partner, they have given to implement the SAP to the IBM. Okay, let's say the IBM is the implementation partner. Okay, now it is clear, right? Now,
Yeah,
now,
clear, clear.
now I will explain you where we are. Okay, so now the client side team, how the structure will be: CEO, then CFO will be there, Chief Financial Officer will be there, and the okay project and delivery manager will be there.
Uh,
Then under this Very, very important thing. Core team. Okay, under the delivery managers, I'll put it. Process owners. Process owners will be there. Under process owners, then core team members will be available. Core team members will be available. Under core team members, end users will be available. End users. This is the team structure of the client. Okay, I'll put it this one because very, very important one. Because first CEO will be there, CFO will be there, then project manager, delivery manager will be there. Then it is a process owners will be, I will explain you the role also. Even process owners will be there. Under process owners, team members will be there. Sorry, core team members will be there. Under core team members, end users are there. Now coming to the implementation partner. Now our role will be here. Our role will be here. Okay. So now we don't have, because the organization CFO, I mean that we don't bother about. First thing would be we have the project manager is there. Then delivery manager will be there. Then under delivery manager, then it's a
team lead or
no, not team lead, not team lead. There is a sub, no. 1 second. There is a team. There is a there is a separate team will be there. There is a rapid emergency team will be there. Okay, RPD team will be there. I'll explain you each and everything. I'll explain you. Don't worry. Then under this, team leads will be there. Under team leads, consultants will be there. Okay, so now I will explain you the role. What exactly meaning of this one. Then okay, so now coming to, let us discuss first client side team structure. CFO, chief executive officer, CEO, chief executive officer, chief financial officer here. Then project or delivery manager. From here, most we will be contacting, even we will be more and more we will contact into this person in case of any queries. But now we directly as a consultant, we will not contact. At least team lead level or manager level will contact. Now process owners. Now delivery manager up to project manager, this is a quite common. Process owners. The moment when I say the process owners, they are the managers, they are the responsible person for that particular business process, and they are the decision makers of that particular process. Let's say now there is a sales process, it is there. Okay, now the sales, in sales management, in sales and distribution area, there is a new customer would like to deal business with us, let us assume. So now the customer is requesting us give some credit limit is at 10 lakhs rupees. Now the process owner will take a decision whether we can offer that credit limit or not. Okay, so they are the final decision makers of that particular business process owners, because they know end to end the process in their area. They are the responsible for that process, I mean for that particular process. Now coming to the core team members. Under process owners, core team members will be there. Core team members will play the vital role in the implementation project, because the core team members also process experts, they know the end-to-end process of that particular business process. But how the core team members will be will be decided, that we will see in the next I mean, I will explain you now. End users in the sense, like whoever is going to key the, I mean, feed the business transactions into the system, they are the end users. This is the organization and this is the team structure of the client side. Let's say the implementation partner side, this is the our structure. So now in the implementation partner side, project manager will be there, delivery manager will be there. RPD team is a rapid action team. Okay, RAD team, not RPD, RAC team, rapid action team. Rapid action team is nothing but in case if there is a new business requirement, consultant has been conveyed to the business people, even though the client did not convince the solution what consultant has been provided. In fact, the client is not agreeing that solution what we have provided. In that situation, the rapid action team will come into picture. They are the subject matter experts and they have the very good knowledge and experience in that particular area in SAP side. Then they will provide the solution to the business people, or they will try to convince that the solution with the business and what would be the alternative ways and how to fulfill that requirement. The rapid action team will be involved in case if we will not, in case our solution does not agree client, that will come into picture. Then until then they will be the sleep, they will not stay at client place even. Now coming to the team leads, they are the responsible persons for each and every module. Okay, like FI and CO will have a separate team lead, like material management have a separate team lead, sales and distribution will have a separate team lead. Okay, so now there are different okay, different team leads will be there for each and every module. Then this is our role, the consultant. Sorry, we will be here, we will be here. So now we will be always coordinating with the end users, I mean, sorry, core team members. So core team members will have a very good reputation with the consultant, because we will have the information in case if there is any business process which needs to be clarified, then we must have to check with the core team members. Okay, so now how the consultants will be there, how the core team members will be there. Okay, so now up to now this process, is there any query up
No,
to
sir.
now about this structure?
No,
Now,
sir. It's clear to me.
okay, so now coming to the core team member structure. Core team members, how the core team members will be there. Then the core team members, we have a FI. FI has a FI core team member. Then we may have the CO core team member will be there. core team member will be there. SD core team member will be there. So each and every module will have a separate core team members. The similar way, the consultants also, each and every module has a separate consultant. Like FI, FI consultant will be there separately. Then CO consultant will be there. Then consultant will be there. Then SD consultant will be there. So each and every module has a different consultants. So now we will be always interacting with the core team members. Okay. So now up to now we have discussed about the team structure. Now coming to the in the blueprint phase, is it this one is clear, right, Neeraj?
Yeah, this one is clear. What I understand for core
Right.
team members, they are very well versed with the process.
Exactly.
They
The
are,
process,
they are,
the
yeah,
process, whatever they are working in their respective area, they are the well versed. Yes, as you said, it is true. It is true. Okay. So now coming to the blueprint phase. Now the consultant role will start as I have explained in the above. The consultant role will start here. So in the blueprint document, what we have to do? The first being as a FICO consultant, then first we have to study the existing client business process and financial statements. Financial statements financial statements are nothing but like a profit and loss account, balance sheet or trial balance. We
yeah,
have to study that business process. Okay, now coming to the point, we understood that process. Now we understood whatever just we have interacted with the team members, so now we got some information. Now the process, whatever the current process which is going on, the process at this moment, the current client, see now the current client business process we are going to call it as a we are going to call it as a as is as is business process. As is business process in the sense, at this moment, what is the process which is going on? Now,
what the
the as
client is
is
using the current process.
exactly. So now client, let's say they are using the Tally, let's say Oracle Finance. So what is the process which is going on in Oracle Finance system? That is what the as is business process. It is talking about the current business process before implementation of SAP. Now come back to the now the current business process. See now you and me, we both have discussed about the current business process. But now consultant may not remember, our core team members may not explain in detail, right, the business process, because we would require the process documents, we would require the detailed explanation or detailed document about that particular business process. Am I right? The
Yes,
first one would be a to describe the see to describe the to describe the current business process. We are we are I mean, to describe the current business process, to describe the current okay, like this I'll put it, to describe the current business process, the core team members, the, the core team members are the core team members are responsible to write the to write to the current to write the as is, I'll put it as is business process. But to write the as is business process, what they are going to write. Okay, before going to write the business process, okay, I'll put it here. Before going to prepare the as is document, the business must have to prepare a requirement design document. See, this one is a RDD, requirement.
Government.
The document name is a very important one for your interview point of view. Okay, the requirement design document will be initially they must have to what the client is looking. The business must have to prepare the requirement to design document. What is the requirement of them? Okay, so now once the based on the RDD document, based on the requirement to design document to describe the current business process, the core team members are responsible to write the as is business process. Then to write the as is business process and the requirement, I mean, they will use as is business process and what would be the requirement, what would be the expected. Then based on the yes, based on the RDD document, based on the RDD document, based on the RDD document or requirement design document, we will prepare a, we means who. Okay, the question will come who. Okay, let's make it clear this one. Based on the RDD document, the consultant will prepare a ADD document, will prepare a, like I will put it, actual design document. Exactly, ADD document, actual design document. Now the actual design document, so remember, see, the ADD consists of all modules related information in one document by section wise. So now all modules. Okay, now the ADD document, actual design document, it consists of all modules. Like first it will start with finance, then controlling, then material management, then sales and distribution. Then all this information, okay, will be in one single document. Okay, in one single document. Okay, so now ADD document will be there. But now based on the ADD, now here the question will come. Based on the ADD, again the consultants will prepare a blueprint document. Remember, blueprint document. This blueprint document, we are going to call it as a to be document. To be means how the process which we are going to implement in SAP system. Some people will prepare a blueprint document or DDD. I'll prepare detailed design, exactly, detailed design document, DDD will be there. So some people, okay, will prepare straightforward blueprint document or DDD document will be there. We are going to call it as a DDD. DDD stands for detailed design document. So the detailed design document, it consists of the information what exactly we are going to configure in the system and what is the input and what is the expected output. These are the documents, very important one. I'll put the document name RDD. RDD stands for requirement. Exactly.
Requirement design document.
Requirement
Before
design.
The core team member will prepare the RDD document.
Exactly. I'll put it. Requirement design document is as is document. I'll put it. Okay. Then the next one is a ADD. ADD is a actual design document. Actual design document. Again, this will be consult. This will be to be process. Okay. To be process. Again the DDD also. The DDD DDD means
Detailed
again the
design.
detailed, yes, detailed design document means the detailed design document. It consists of detailed information of that particular process. Okay,
Yeah.
so detailed information means, let's say, the accounts payable process. The
Mm.
accounts payable process, it consists of detailed information, very detailed information. Okay,
Okay.
so now that these are the documents are very very important one. The document names are very very important one in the for the implementation. Okay, so now let's come to the consultant. Then what we can do now?
Sir,
The
1 minute, sir, 1 minute,
Yeah,
sir.
yeah, please,
Sir, in
please.
RDD, ADD, and DDD, there will be a screenshot of like anything. It's they will ask
I am
like a
coming.
screenshot.
I am coming
Okay,
there. I am coming.
okay,
I am
okay,
coming there. Okay. First,
okay.
let me complete this one. Definitely, I will explain you where the screenshots we have to take from the system, in which document we have to update. That I'll come. Okay.
Sure.
Definitely, I will come. Okay. Now we understood that the core team members are the responsible to fill the RDD document. Now ADD document, it's an actual design document. This how we are going to design into the system. Then it looks like it's a similar to the blueprint only. But the DDD documents again detailed. The process entire flow will be designed. I mean detailed in detail explanation will be there in DDD document, in detailed design document. Now coming to the coming to the now in so now once these documents will be prepared, now let us talk about the RDD document. How the RDD documents will looks like. So because we need to understand, right?
Yeah, yeah.
RDD document, how the RDD documents will be looks like. Let's say the serial number. I'll just give small example. 5. So now the requirement to design document, it consists of, let's say, the chart of accounts to be separate for each country. Each, let's say, 10. Now the next one would be a multiple accounts to be required. Multiple retained earnings accounts to be required. Now let's
Mm.
say the cash account to be required. Now the next one would be a, let's say, the countries or group chart of accounts to be required. Then the next one, let's say um the next one is a hello, Neeraj. Sorry, there
Yeah,
was a
yeah, sir.
power fluctuation. Yeah, yeah, there was a
Okay, sir.
power fluctuation. Okay.
No issue, sir. No
So
issue.
now country specific chart of accounts. Now in the RDD document, I have described these are the requirements. Let's assume these are the requirements which I have updated. Now coming to the ADD document. Coming to the In the actual design document, how I am going design the design. Number one would be a now. Okay, now first one would be a chart of accounts, right?
Yeah, sir.
chart of accounts. Okay, I'll copy the first one. Okay, why I need to copy then okay. So now let's say now chart of accounts. Now in the ADD document, now let's say the we have okay, or else our business operations are running in three countries. Let's say India, let's say US, let's say okay, Germany. So now we have the each and country, let's say the IN00 for Indian chart of accounts. US is a US00. Let's say DE00, the chart of accounts which I am going to define. So now in the ADD document, we are going to describe the things like this. Okay. So now multiple retained earnings account. Okay. Multiple retained earnings account. Okay. What are the GL accounts to be associated to which retained earnings account, that we will decide. Like this in ADD document, we will describe. Again, let's come to the again DDD document. DDD document. Again, the detailed design document. In this DDD document, what we are going to write again, country, let's say the same requirement, country India, has been defined the operational operational chart of accounts is a IN00. Then the length of the
6 or
length
7
of
or what is it?
GL account would be a, let's say the length of GL account would be, let's say the 10 characters. 10 characters, whatever it may be. Then again, let's say the language is a EN. The language should be
English.
EN. Okay. Then again, let's coming to the again the next one would be a. So now the GL account structure, how we are going to defining. Okay. So the structure of the I mean the GL account structure. Let's say one series for the liabilities, two series for the accounts, three series for the revenues. How you are going to define that account groups. Okay. Let's say the account groups, how the account group structure which you want to define. Let's say the one series to okay, first liabilities, assets, then revenues, then expenses, then cash account, then secondary cost element. Secondary cost elements, how you are going to design these groups. Let's say the 1 lakh to 199 is for the liabilities. Let's say the 2 lakhs to then 2 lakh 999. Let's say the revenues 3 to now the expenses. Then for the cash account, then for secondary cost elements, let's say the this is what my accounts, this is what my structure. In detailed design document, we will explain in detail how the structure, what exactly we are going to configure in the system detail. Maybe for country India only the logic, the below logic is applicable. Let's say for US the logic might be differ, the accounts group structure might be differ, right? So
Yes.
in the detailed design document which we are going to discuss now, once we will be describe all this information, I'll put like this note. The above account group structure is applicable only for India. It's not applicable for other countries. Other countries may have the different requirement, different structure. If that is where we are going to writing the detailed design document in detail, the explanation which we are going to give, detailed design document. This we are going to call it as a DDD, detailed design document. This we are going to call it as a. Is it clear, this one? The detailed is the DDD document. Okay.
Yes.
You need to remember
Hmm.
which document we are going to using: ADD, RDD, ADD, and DDD. Now coming to the, okay, this is for functional requirement. Okay, so meanwhile during the requirement, during the RDD preparation itself, the client may the client may have some expectation in the sense, now the reporting structure is getting like this. We want to have the reporting structure, let's say customer aging report, or vendor aging report, or VAT payable report, or assets net present value report, let us assume. Now let us talk about the vendor customer aging report. So vendor customer aging report is a, okay, 0 to 10 days, how much amount we yet to receive from the customers, from 11 to 20 days, again 21 to 30 days, like this buckets wise, which I want to divide. Then I want to know the reporting structure like this. Okay, now if there is a requirement, there is a such requirement, as being as a consultant, what we have to do? Being as a consultant, yes, tell me.
Then here it's come the gap.
Why gap? There is a standard is there, right?
Yeah, standard is there because in existing, what the client is using and what we are suggesting is not. So we have to do some standard enhancement, I will say.
No, there is a, see, first we need to think about, as soon as you said, I do agree with you. Okay. But being as a consultant, first functional consultant, what we have to think about, first we have to check, are there any standard reports which are available in SAP system? First we have to
Correct.
check.
Yeah.
Then if there are any ABAP queries which are exist, okay, we have to check all this, all the ways. Still, if the standard SAP system does not support for the client requirement, then we have to go for the customization, as you said. So
Yes.
now customization in the sense, okay, now finally we came to know, okay, the standard report, what it is having in SAP system, which is not sufficient for the client requirement, and which is not at all meeting for the, it's not met for the client requirement.
Mm.
Then we have to go for the customization. Finally, we have decided that one.
Yes. Sir.
Now, once we decide that one, so we have to write a document, right? We have to write a document. First, what we have to do? First, what we have to do? We have to give a separate document to the business. Then 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 it's a RDD document. We have to give okay, either RDD document to core team members to prepare the, or to describe the business requirement and logic in the sense, because they don't know, don't think about the logic in the sense, where the business is going to provide the stand, what is the table name, from which from which field the table is going to call. Don't expect such inputs from business. They will explain the logic, how the reporting should be. Let's say the reporting structure will be a, based on the due date, the reporting structure should be derived, or based on the n overdue days, the reporting structure should be like this. They will give the logic, and they will give the logic with some, with flows, okay, with some diagrams, with some with some flow charts or with some flow charts or PPTs. In the form of PPTs, they will give the information. Now remember, with help of RDD documents, consultant need to prepare a functional
specification document.
Exactly. Functional specification document. How the functional specification document is to be prepared. So the functional specification document, it consists of, see, the functional specification document. First, the moment when we are going to designing a program, if it has the first thing would be a what are the selection parameters. So selection parameters, let's say, which we are going to designing a report for customer aging report. Let's say the customer aging report. So the customer aging report, what are the selection parameters? Selection parameters in the sense, in the front end screen, I'll show you. So now let's say the FBL51. Let me go to here. So these are the selection parameters. Now customer account number, company code, open items, open at key date, cleared items, cleared date, all items. So these are all which I am going to call it as a selection parameters. Now in this requirement, what you wanted to know? I wanted to know the selection parameters of, first thing would be a company code. Let's say the company code is a 1234. Then again the company code also, here remember, you have instructed to the system company code, but again this should be dual selection or single selection. What does it mean by dual selection or single selection? If you can see here, from and to number, I can key multiple things here. Right? You should be clear all about these things. Here you can see here clearing date. Now you can see open at key date. I can key only the single value here. I cannot key multiple, right here. So that is what about the single selection or multiple selection. You should have clear understanding about this one. Okay. So now the next one will be a reconciliation account. Let's say the reconcile. Again, this one also either dual or it's a single. Exactly. Again, the next one which I am going to key, which I wanted to have, it's a due date. So what would be the due date? Okay, due date is a current date. Let's say 02 May 2024. Up to here, up to this date, what are the items? What are the open items which are pending from the customer up to this date? Due date. Now coming to the next one, due date. Let's say the, okay. The next one would be, in case if you have any other requirement, like it's a country wise, or else customer, local customers, or else if you have any foreign customers. Okay, however you want the selection parameters, what are the selection parameters to be required, here you can select. But now here I am describing here, but company code, I am just in the selection parameters, how the program logic which I am going to define the line items, okay, the report, this is the selection parameters. Let's say the reporting structure, output structure, remember, output reporting structure. Output reporting structure. How the output reporting structure will be there? Now, in first column, company code should appear. Then customer number. Let's say the customer name. Then
You're talking
then
about
it's
layout, sir, right?
layout, exactly. Okay, I'll give something here. Okay, let's say the A001. Okay, after execution of this one, this is my reporting structure. Okay, so now let's say the, now here assignment number, document number, type, document date, posting date, like this it will be there, right? Now this is the layout what I'm talking about. Okay, now reconciliation account, recon account, let's say the terms of payment, the next one would be after terms of payment, my reporting structure would be a line item structure from 0 to 10 days. 0 to 10 days, how many open items are there? From again 11 to 20 days. Again my reporting structure would be a 21 to 30 days. Again my report, the line item which should get fall, then 31 to 60 days.
Okay.
60 days I'll take it. Then 61 to 90 days I'll take it. Okay, this is my business requirement. The output, the reporting structure should be looks like this. Okay, so now what will happen here? My reporting structure, okay, let's say the company code is a 1234. Then customer number is a, let's say the X999. Then the customer name is a, okay, testing, let's say the customer name. Reconciliation account, then terms of payment is a, let's say the 012. Let me give it. Okay, so now whether the line items which are falling is a, let's say the 10,000 rupees yet to come. Here let's say the 3,000 yet to come. Here it's a 4,000 yet to come. Here is a 500 yet to come. Here is the 100 yet to come. So the total count here is the total. What is the opening balance? What is the balance from this customer which we are going to receive? The total, it will be like this. So now the total from this customer which we are going to receive 8,600 rupees. Again, if I double click this one, then again the detailed line item which I wanted to know. Again, for the 1,000 rupees which is causing 0 to 10 days, how many line items are there? How many? 11 to 10 days, how many line items are there? Again 22. Again, how many line items are there? This is my logic. But now in order to work this logic, how being as a functional consultant, from which table the company code should call, from which table the customer number should call, from which table the customer name should call, from which table the each and every information, it might be storing into the multiple different tables. So we have to call multiple tables. We have to inform to business, I mean we have to give this information, the table and field information, to the technical team, so that the technical team will develop a program. But now this is, since it is going to customize the program, the program name which is starts with Y or which will be start with Z, because the customized one Y, and or else it should start with Z. Most are the cases. Okay, I'll put it the name like this, Z customer aging. Z customer aging, I'll put it like this. So now this is how the reporting structure. But now for this one, what we have to do, we have to write a functional specification document. The one what I said here, The one what I said here, it is a functional specification document. Then how the functional specification document to be prepared, okay, and how it is going to prepare, okay. So let's give me one second. So I'll pull out the document. I'm just stopping my screen sharing. I have a documentation. I'll show with you.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Projects tutorial. First is a project. Okay, so I think somewhere I have stored those documents. Maybe I'll keep it ready for tomorrow's session. Okay, as of now,
Yes, sir.
I
Okay,
don't
sir.
find them because it will take some time to fetch all the details. Okay, so now this is what how we need to prepare the functional specification. The functional specification document, how it is going to looks like. I will show with you and I will explain the logic how we need to write it. Then even I will share with you those documents to you. Okay, so just keep it with you
Okay,
those
sir.
documents for your information purpose and going forward how
Yes, sir.
those can be used. Okay,
Okay,
up
sir.
to now, okay, based on the functional specification document, okay, I'll put it here. The functional, I'll put it here. FS document is pending. FS document, FS document presentation is pending. Okay, this document I'll show you tomorrow in tomorrow's session. Okay, so now based on the functional specification document, the technical team, the technical team, okay, the technical team will prepare a technical specification technical specification document. So the technical specification document we don't bother about, but only our responsibility is the we have to prepare a functional specification document. How the functional document, a functional specification document to be prepared, that we will see that one. Okay, up to now, whatever we have discussed. Okay, any queries so far? What we have discussed?
No, sir. But sir, one thing here in like customizing report, only two things required: the selection parameter and output reporting structure.
Yes, output reporting structure you must have to describe, right?
Oh,
Because
yeah, yeah.
how
I
the
have to.
report,
Yes, sir.
see, without output structure,
Uh,
what additional things you are going to, what advantage the client is going to gain, right?
okay, yeah,
Okay,
yes.
already there is a standard report, it is there, but
Yeah, yes, sir.
that exactly it is not matching, it is not the client is not agreeing that one. Okay, that is what we are going with the standard, I mean the enhancement or
Okay.
customization with the new report, with the new report. Okay, is that clear?
Yeah, yeah, clear, sir. One
Okay,
time again, I will listen this video and I will maintain a notes. Okay, sir. Like
definitely
because
you
it will
need to
help me.
you
Yeah, yeah, it will
definitely
help me.
definitely.
Yeah.
Okay,
Uh,
okay, so now I mean in at 8:30, one second,
uh,
one second. Okay, I just